Before a tree touches the sky, it spends years anchoring itself beneath the earth. Its roots are never praised, never seen, yet they hold the entire structure upright. In life, before striving for recognition, one must first build the roots of discipline, awareness, and strength within. Without this foundation, any success is fragile. Like a house built on sand, the world often rushes toward applause, toward quick validation, but a practitioner knows applause does not sharpen the sword. It is the quiet repetition, the daily return to form, that slowly carves excellence into the body and mind. What the world cannot see is often more important than what it celebrates. To master the outer world, first the inner world must be understood. This means facing discomfort, observing the mind's noise without reacting, and continuing even when doubt whispers softly. The one who understands himself deeply becomes unmoved by the praise or criticism of others. The silence of hard work trains more than the muscles or the technique. It reveals the self. In silence, you meet your limits, you meet your laziness, you meet your excuses, but you also meet your potential, your resilience, your truth. Mastery begins in these silent meetings. There is no shortcut to inner strength. It cannot be bought or borrowed. It must be lived moment by moment, often in solitude. When the practitioner bows before the training hall each day, it is not for the world. It is a vow made to the self, a silent contract to improve without needing to be seen. Recognition is a byproduct, not a goal. When water flows strongly enough, it carves stone, but it never asks for permission, and it never announces its power. In the same way, true strength reveals itself naturally when cultivated in silence over time. The ego hungers for recognition, but the spirit is nourished by effort, not approval. The ego chases what is fleeting, while the spirit works with what is eternal: breath, motion, stillness, and time. Only when the ego quiets down can the work truly begin. Those who rush to be seen are still searching. Those who work quietly have already found something: purpose, peace, clarity. The one who seeks inner mastery no longer needs the world to validate their path, for the journey itself becomes the reward. Discipline is the unseen current beneath every great achievement. It moves quietly, persistently, shaping the character of those who embrace it. Display, by contrast, is often loud and fleeting, a moment caught in the eyes of others but lacking lasting strength. True power grows in the unseen repetition of effort, not in the fleeting spotlight of attention. When the mind is disciplined, it no longer seeks external approval to confirm its worth. Instead, it finds satisfaction in the steady progress of practice, in showing up day after day, regardless of how it feels. This unwavering commitment creates a foundation that no distraction or doubt can shake. Display tempts many to perform before they are ready, to seek praise without preparation. But the master knows that rushing to show what has not yet been earned only weakens the spirit. Real mastery requires patience, the kind of patience that waits for the work to be complete before revealing its fruits. Discipline requires humility. It means accepting that the process will often be slower than it seems. There are no shortcuts or applause during the early stages, only the steady rhythm of effort. This rhythm trains the mind to focus, to endure, and to grow stronger in silence. The body is like a clay vessel shaped through countless invisible hours of training. Each breath, each stance, each movement practiced in solitude adds layers of strength and resilience. These layers become the armor that protects against distractions, temptations, and the chaos of noise outside. Display can be a mask that hides insecurity, but discipline reveals the true self beneath. It strips away pretense and forces one to face both weaknesses and strengths honestly. In this way, discipline is not just a tool for success, it is a path to self-discovery. When discipline guides action, energy flows naturally and efficiently. There is no need to prove anything to the world, because the work itself is its own reward. This quiet power humbles the ego and centers the spirit. The one who chooses discipline over display walks a solitary path, but one that leads to lasting growth. The applause of others fades quickly, but the strength built through disciplined practice remains long after the crowd has gone. Stillness is often misunderstood as weakness or passivity, but in truth, it is the wellspring of true power. Just as the ocean's depths remain calm beneath the surface, stillness holds the strength that can move mountains. To master stillness is to master oneself, for it is in quiet moments that clarity and control arise. When the body is still, the mind finds space to observe without judgment. In this observation, distractions lose their grip and the chaos within begins to settle. Power flows naturally from this calm center, like a river released from its frozen bounds, flowing with purpose and force. In the practice of movement, stillness is the pause between actions, the moment where intention gathers. Without this pause, motion is erratic, wasted. The warrior knows the power of this moment, where breath steadies and the mind sharpens, preparing for what comes next. Stillness also teaches patience. It is in waiting, not rushing, that strength grows. The tree does not push its branches toward the sky, but holds steady through seasons, drawing energy from the roots below. Similarly, in stillness, one nurtures the foundation of lasting power. The world often glorifies noise and speed, but these can scatter energy and cloud judgment. Stillness brings focus and presence, allowing the practitioner to respond rather than react. It is the calm eye at the center of a storm, unchanging, unwavering. To find stillness is to connect deeply with the breath, the constant rhythm that sustains life. Through mindful breathing, the body relaxes, the mind clears, and energy flows freely. This connection is the source of endurance and resilience, the true marks of power. Stillness reveals what is real beneath the surface of appearances. It exposes fear, doubt, and weakness, but also courage, wisdom, and strength. Facing these truths quietly builds an inner fortress that no external force can breach. When power arises from stillness, it is not forceful or loud. Instead, it moves with grace and precision. Like a hidden spring that nourishes the earth, this power flows unseen but deeply felt, shaping all that surrounds it. A network error occurred. Please check your connection and try again. If this issue persists, please contact us through our help center at help. Open eye. Calm. Words are easy to speak. They float on the air like leaves carried by the wind. Many use words to build castles of promise and intention, but without the foundation of action, these castles collapse quickly. True strength is found not in what is said, but in what is done. The path of mastery is carved by persistent effort, not by loud declarations. Every movement practiced, every moment of patience endured, speaks louder than any boast. The quiet dedication of daily work creates a resonance that cannot be ignored, even in silence. Words can mislead or inflate the ego, but actions reveal character. They are the mirror reflecting truth. When one acts with integrity and discipline, no explanation is needed. The results themselves tell the story more clearly than any speech. In the world of martial arts, a single gesture, a precise technique, carries far more meaning than 1,000 spoken phrases. This principle extends beyond the dojo. In life, actions influence others deeply and endure longer than words. Words can be forgotten or dismissed, but actions leave traces like footprints in the sand, markings of the journey taken. The wise understand that to promise little and deliver much builds trust and respect, while empty words erode both. When faced with challenges, it is action that overcomes obstacles. Speaking of change without embodying it achieves nothing. To be seen moving forward, steady and determined, inspires more than speeches ever could. The ego often craves recognition through words, through being heard and praised. Yet, the truly strong mind values silent work, knowing that meaningful change comes from doing, not talking. Let the work itself be the voice. By letting actions echo louder than words, one cultivates humility and patience. The noise of boasting fades away, replaced by the steady rhythm of purposeful effort. This rhythm becomes a powerful language understood by all, regardless of spoken tongue. Strength is not born in a moment of urgency, but is cultivated slowly over time, like a seed taking root deep within the earth. Patience is the quiet companion that walks alongside strength, guiding it through seasons of growth and stillness. Without patience, strength is shallow and fleeting. The bamboo, revered for its flexibility and resilience, teaches us this truth. It spends years growing its roots beneath the surface before its shoots break through the soil. This patient foundation allows it to withstand storms that would break lesser plants. Strength, like the bamboo, requires time to deepen. In moments of struggle, impatience tempts the spirit to force progress or abandon the path. Yet, the practitioner learns to breathe through discomfort, understanding that growth is often invisible and unfolds at its own pace. Patience nurtures endurance, allowing strength to develop naturally. True power is not the rush to victory, but the steady persistence through difficulty. It is in the daily choices to return to practice, to stand again after failure, and to wait without losing faith. Patience is the calm heart beating beneath every triumph. The mind that embraces patience learns to observe without reaction, to accept without surrender. This acceptance creates space for insight and transformation. Strength grounded in patience becomes adaptable rather than rigid, wise rather than forceful. Impatience is the enemy of mastery. It scatters energy and invites frustration. Patience, however, collects energy and channels it with purpose. It teaches the practitioner to move with the rhythm of life rather than against it, aligning effort with timing. When patience and strength unite, they form a powerful alliance. The silent waiting is not passivity, but a form of active resilience. It prepares the body and mind to respond effectively when the moment to act arrives. Through patience, the practitioner learns that every setback holds a lesson, every delay is an opportunity for growth, and every quiet moment builds the foundation for lasting strength. The quiet path is often overlooked in a world that celebrates noise and haste. Yet, those who choose stillness and simplicity discover a strength far deeper than what can be seen on the surface. Quietness is not weakness. It is the steady pulse beneath all true power. In silence, the mind sharpens. The distractions of the outside world fall away like leaves in autumn, leaving clarity and focus in their place. The quiet path allows the practitioner to listen deeply to the breath, the body, and the subtle rhythms of nature, and to align with them. Strength built on noise and flash is like a flame that burns bright but quickly fades. The quiet path is like the earth itself, steady, enduring, and nurturing. It sustains the roots of resilience, patience, and wisdom that support every action and decision. Walking quietly does not mean avoiding challenges or hiding from effort. It means moving through difficulty with calmness and purpose, without drawing unnecessary attention. This path is traveled not for applause, but for the growth that happens within. The quiet path invites humility. It teaches that true mastery is less about outward show and more about inner balance. The greatest warriors and sages often speak little, but their presence commands respect because it is grounded in authenticity. Through quietness, the practitioner becomes aware of subtle truths often missed in noise. The whisper of the wind, the stillness before a storm, the pause between movements. All these moments reveal the nature of strength as calm and poised. Choosing the quiet path means embracing the power of restraint. It is the strength to hold back, to wait, and to act only when necessary. This patience transforms effort into precision and noise into meaning. The strongest path is rarely the loudest. It is the one that moves steadily beneath the surface, shaping life with gentle but unyielding force, like a river carving a canyon over centuries.